Hello humans, this is Random Guy and welcome to the Random Channel. Today we are here for another rant video, and today I'm going to be talking about a certain magical index, or I think his Japanese name is Toaru Majutsu no Index or something like that, but whatever. So I was watching this anime. The third season is airing at the moment, so I was like, you know what? I watched the first season. I watched the second season. Might as well watch the third season, even though I didn't really want to. I don't know what the hype is about because the I didn't really like the anime. The reason why I'm making this video is that I really do not like this anime. So I just wanted to make like a quick review and talk about why I really don't like the anime. I don't know why even people like this anime even the first place. So first of all is that the concept is fairly decent. They talk about how there are people who use espers. They're like able to control certain laws of nature or like produce electricity and stuff like that, and from who go from 0 level to 5 level. And then there are people who use magic who belong to like churches and stuff like that, and they generally go for like the half the world is using this, half the world is using that. But like it's honestly like everyone's using technology. What are you talking about? It's a really, I don't know, weird way to put it, the way they describe it. And they don't talk about a lot of nations really. I mean, they barely ever talked about America, Africa, Australia. All of these countries are just out of the picture. The only thing that I've seen them talk about is Academy City. That's in Japan. Except for that, there's Russia, and then there's Europe. These are only the countries they talk about. And they go over they pick up something like what Campione, an anime picked up that went with gods and stuff. They decided to go for a more of a theme like gods exist and then god slayers exist. But this anime is more about like how angels exist and people are trying to become even stronger than angels and stuff like that. Especially in the third season, they're going for that narrative, and there's literally no proof that they ever shown that God exists in this world, or like demons exist, or like angels exist. It's like chasing something that doesn't even, there's no confirmation that it even exists. Stuff like that. It's makes the show really really boring. Except for that, chicks are fine in the show. There are some cute girls. There's some hot girls in the game. Your typical tsundere, lolly, the lolly teacher, and the onesa with the big tits, or thicker plot, if I say it like that. And they have all this stuff, right? And that's fine, and that's fine completely. It's really cute and stuff like that. But then there's the main character, and he fucking pisses me the fuck off. Like honestly, I mean, I've seen a lot of shitty main characters, like the dude from what was his name, Itsuka or something like that, from Infinite Stratos. He was fucking annoying, right? But this guy, he even goes further than that, because he pushes the narrative of how we should protect everyone and we shouldn't kill anyone, and even our enemies should become our friends. Like if I was Goku, right, and I went to a planet with the people with 50,000 power level, I would certainly do that, because I have insane amounts of power. If you're stronger than everyone else, then it's understandable. I mean, if you're on the same level as everyone else, then it's understandable that you want to forgive them and not kill them. But when you're someone so fucking weak, how does this even work? Like the main character is like a level 0 Esper. He has no extra abilities. He's literally the same as you and me, a normal human, right? And the only thing he has different is that his right hand is a unique ability, to which with he can cancel out anything supernatural, any powers launched at them or anything of that sort, like a magical nature. Any of the stuff is destroyed whenever he uses his right hand on them, and this sort of stuff happens. But that was supposed to be the case, and they fucked it up, because every fight is extremely boring. The fights are not that continuous. They literally stop mid fight just to talk. It's not that they're fighting and talking. It's more of like a few like they fight for like 20 seconds and then like stop and they're like, I knew you're too strong for me, or like something like that. It's so fucking annoying. Every 20 seconds they stop middle of fight and they start saying stupid shit. And other than that, even though they themselves just won't stop doing all this fuck shit. The fucking main character then literally he has no special power, right? So he just punches people. He runs in, his friends cause distraction or fight for him, and then he uses his right hand to cancel out anything magical, and then goes and punches in the main quote unquote villain, and then that's it. That's literally all he does. He just punches people, and it's fucking annoying. So at first, it was already annoying enough, right? Then recently, especially in the third season, they went ape shit with it. Like there's this scene where some dude kicks like a football at really high speed. He's like an esper or some magician or something. He kicks a football at extremely high speed and goes and hits him right in the head so fucking hard that he nearly gets knocked out, right? And there's like no concussion or no damage. He doesn't even talk about it after that. It was just a convenient plot point to, for his head to fall into deaths or something. But other than that, then it was so fucking weird. Like, how did he not take any damage from that? And even that's not even the first thing. There's a scene where he's fighting this princess or something, and she knocks him back, right? He goes flying backwards into fucking metal bars who are like extremely thick, like not thin metal bars, extremely thick metal bars, right? He smashes into them and the metal bars bend outwards. There was that much force. And he hits that, falls down, and then in a few seconds, he gets up again. Just a little blood on his like lip or something. That's it. It was so fucking weird. Like, he is a level 0. He's not a level 1, he's a level 0. So his physical capabilities should be the same as any regular human. No regular human can take that attack. Do you really think something that can knock you back several feet, not while touching the ground, go flying backwards and hit a metal grate with so much fucking velocity that it fucking bends outwards? That would kill anyone. His rib cage should have been crushed right then and there. All of his organs should have been smushed. He should have died right then and there. There's no way he could have survived. It's so fucking stupid. Like, how the fuck is he alive? They give no explanation. So at first I thought that they were going for a narrative like, oh look, a normal person can also fight or live in a world where everyone's super powerful, right? They go for that, but at the same time they give him the Imagine Breaker, this right hand ability that cancels out magical stuff. So he that's the ability he has. So he already is not a normal person. So he fucked up the narrative of a normal person doing something. All right, but then his physical capabilities make no sense, and then that's not even. I was thinking like maybe it's the main character, so they're going to give to be later like, oh look, he had some magical bullshit like this, and that's why he is able to do this and that. There's another character they show that I'm not going to talk about too much in detail. I don't want to give any spoilers, but there's this one other character who's also a level 0 esper, right? And what happens with him? He literally gets the number 1 esper of Academy City, number 1, who's like the most powerful of all of them, grabs him. He runs at him, like he covers about like 8 or 9 meters of a distance in like a single second, right? He covers that much distance and punches him. At that speed, his punch in itself should have crushed his ribcage. But his ribcage, nothing happens to his ribcage. He goes flying backwards, right? As usual, he goes flying backwards. This is not the main character, by the way. A level 0 person, just like a normal human being. Not even the main character. He doesn't have any unique abilities. He goes smashing into the wall. The wall gets caved. The wall caves in. The wall bends inwards, like a crater forms in the wall, cracked up and shit. He's so much force that he's stuck in the wall for a second before he limps down. It's that much force, and literally he just a little bit of blood comes out of his mouth, and he's like, oh shit, my back hurts, man. Need to get a massage or something. And then he gets chucked again across the room. And then they show him, and then the main guy, the powerful, Esper leaves, and then he's just laying there and talking to a chick, right? And then a few next episode or that episode in itself, they show him driving around a car, and nothing happened. Like they showed nothing of his physical capabilities. Even multiple episodes later, he's like never mentioned anything like, oh, he got damaged or something like that. He should have been dead right then and there. They give no explanation how these people are just throwing at the screen and shit. Like I fucking hate this show, dude. Like I watched the first and second season, and they themselves were extremely trash. The initial concept was supposed to be cool and shit, but it was really annoying. To a main character that makes sure that every single one of his enemy lives. He does not kill anyone, and every single enemy that he does not kill suddenly get a change of heart, and they're like, oh, I'm a nice person now, which makes no sense. Alright, and on top of that, these chicks are throwing themselves at him, and he's just dodging them. He's just dodging them left and right. Right? I mean, if he was like a dumb character, even if they would have gone for like as I said, what is his name? Itsuka from Infinite Stratos, right? Where this one dude, like a school filled of chicks are throwing themselves at him, and he's just like oblivious to the shit. But this guy is not that oblivious. He's still oblivious, but he's not that oblivious. He knows what the chicks are doing, but he's completely ignoring that. I mean, literally, there's this one scene where he is in, bed in a hospital, and the door opens, and the chick, the older sister, big tits chick, show up with like a sexy ass outfit on, and they talk nothing about it. Literally, the scene is this: he's sitting. She comes in, they show her from the back, just her legs, right? And her little bit of ass. And then the main character screams, and they move on to the next episode, and they never talk about it. Literally, there's no, real context to it. And then they don't even show the outfit. Later they show the outfit in some guy's imagination or something like that. But it's amazing. They try to go for a very shitty comedy, and the main character makes no moves. It's like, the show has nothing to offer, literally. A plot line that is all the way fucked up. Usage of gods and shit when you are not even sure if gods exist, because they show no context regarding that. Chicks are alright. They're not that, different. I would say like the Onicha chick I was talking about, the big sister one. She looks like Akeno. There are a lot of them that just looks like generic other girls as well. A little bit of changes, but chicks are still fine. The chicks are all right. The story is fucked. The main character is fucked. The main character acts dense. He's not even dense. He acts dense, and he's fucking annoying. And he has no powers whatsoever except for that stupid hand of his. And that makes it so annoying. Where he just screams and runs into places and punching people. Like it's like there's a scene where he has to go to some place where people who are super powerful, those exist, and people who have guns, they are there. And he himself says that I am going into this a place with just my fist, right? And he says that's a bit reckless. I would say that's a bit stupid. Why would you even think it's a good idea to run into a damn place where people have guns and superpowers when you yourself don't have anything, just you're running in your fist or something? It's really fucking annoying. So this show is, in my opinion, it's not a show like most people would like to watch. I'm amazed that people actually think that's a good show. Some people, on the internet, we can hear every now and then they're going like, "Oh shit, it's a decent show." It's not. It's really bad. Honestly, I mean, I wouldn't say it's like Guilty Crown levels of bad, but it's still fucking bad. It's very bad. I fucking hate the show. It has a basic line, right, that could have been run right. It's not a show that is right and there's like one or two problems with it. It's a show that was supposed to be all right, because of the initial way they started it out, but then it became just fuck all. And it's like it went all over the place, and they makes no sense, like literally no sense. And on top of that, the main character is not even like helping people out, because he has no fucking motive really. Why he helps people out is not even specified really. He doesn't even know himself. He just helps people out because he helps people out. That's literally it. And his and it doesn't make any sense. Like he literally breaks into other countries. Defense. Like he goes to Russia in like some weird ass manner, and it's like really near. He breaks into a fucking military facility in Russia. How does a fucking simple as boy does that? That makes no fucking sense. On top of that, it's going to take one gunshot to kill him, right? And they fucking, I don't know even what are they trying to do even. It's really weird. I'm actually really amazed by like how this even functions. Honestly, I really dislike the show. It's not a show that I hate. It's not a show that is just repulsive or something. It's just that the show is just too mediocre. It's so mediocre that it's crossing the mediocre level to go into bad category. It starts to get annoying. Like literally, I have there was one good thing about the show, that there's no fillers in the show. That there were no fillers. In the third season, they even got fillers in this. Like it's not really fillers. It got shit to do with the main plot line, but you know what it even pushes this shit that there's a scene where the main character is doing his thing, right, and they cut off in the next episode to back to Academy City, where the side characters are trying to stop a terrorist attack, and they show that for multiple episodes, cut back to the main character, then go back to the fucking I would say like from the season 3's 15 episode, from around then I was just skipping. I was just like click, 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 click. Okay, nothing's interesting in this episode. Click, 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 click. Nothing else. I was just doing this, and even now I'm like, I think I'm 21. I'm on 21st episode, and there are 22 episodes out. I'm just hoping that they don't make another season after this, because I will watch it, because I like to finish my anime. If an anime I start watching, and if I like it, then I'm probably going to end up watching it through the entirety of it, even if it sucks dick. So yeah, I'm putting a lot of fucking pressure on me to fucking watch this shit, but hopefully they won't make a fourth season, because if they won't make a fourth season, that would just be a bad move. They should just leave it right here and let people read the manga, the people who really, really want to watch this show or whatever. But I certainly wouldn't recommend watching it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and there's my Twitter link in the description. There's also my Dtube channel where I play hentai games in the description. So check that out, and bye bye.